Few places stir the imagination quite like Monaco, a sovereign jewel where royal history meets Riviera glamour, where every golden hour feels steeped in legend. Set between the mountains and the sea, this storied enclave has, for generations, drawn those in pursuit of something more. More than luxury, glamour, more than time well spent, but a life lived beautifully. Hi, I'm Kirby Allison, and in this series, we step beyond the postcard. Together, we'll slip past the velvet ropes and into a world that few ever see. From timeless palazzos to private salons, we'll have the honor of meeting His Serene Highness Prince Albert II and the visionaries and icons who continue to shape Monaco's legacy. With exclusive access granted by the Société des Bains de Mer, together we'll explore the institutions that define this principality's mystique: the Casino de Monte-Carlo, the Hotel de Paris de Monte Carlo, and the debut of Dominique London's Monte Carlo Cigar Club, an exciting new chapter in a legacy of refinement. But what is it that makes Monaco so magnetic? How has it become a sanctuary for those who seek refinement, not just in how they live, but in how they savor time itself? Here, history whispers through gilded corridors. Here, tradition isn't remembered, it's lived. This is Monaco, where quality, craftsmanship, and tradition don't just endure, they flourish. And this is Monaco as you've never seen it before. There are places that do more than welcome you, they enchant you. And the Hotel de Paris Monte Carlo is without question one of those special places. Since 1864, this Belle Epoque masterpiece has been more than a destination. It has been a stage upon which history, glamour, and the legend have unfolded, where kings have dreamed, artists have dined, and magic has lingered long after the final toast. Conceived during the golden age of the Belle Epoque by Francis Blanc, the masterpiece who turned Monaco into a beacon of opulence, the hotel was built on a singular belief that beauty, elegance, and the thrill of chance would draw the world's elite. And now another chapter begins. Just steps away, within the hallowed halls of the Casino de Monte-Carlo, the Monte Carlo Cigar Club prepares to unveil its doors, a sanctuary for those who revere tradition, craftsmanship, and the art of savoring time itself. The Hotel de Paris may have set the stage, but today I cross a far more exclusive threshold and into the hallowed sanctuary of the Monte Carlo Cigar Club. Brought to life by the Parisian design house Moinard Bétaille, the space bears their unmistakable signature: quiet elegance, perfect proportion, and restrained opulence. Every line, every texture, every surface has been meticulously considered. A private refuge for those who understand that the finest pleasures are never rushed, that time, when savored, is life's greatest luxury. And today, we step inside for the very first time. I mean, what a stunning lounge. I mean, this is a true masterpiece, not just in design, but in the triumph of its location. What was the goal for this club in terms of, helping honor the history of Monte Carlo and its elegance?
Yeah, the first thing I must say, there was really no place to smoke cigars in very good condition in Monaco. And with the idea a few years ago, and now it's live, and we are very happy with that. And thanks to the SBM, we decided to create this club in the casino. Mm-hmm. The casino naturally is the heart of Monaco, the history, the DNA of Monaco. And Monaco, naturally, what is really very important is elegance and glamour. Mm-hmm. Because of Princess Grace, the history, she brought that so much to the principality. And I think that this club will be the absolute expression of luxury, art de vivre, glamour, mm-hmm. but also a place for Epicurean ladies and men who want really to enjoy life, smoking a good Cuban cigar.
Yeah. And this location, even within the casino, is special.
Yes, absolutely, because when we decided where to put this club, we made a tour in the casino. We found several places which are not really in line with the positioning we want to give to the club. And here, in fact, it was the offices of some top manager of the SBM, and that was originally the office of Madame Blanc. Wow. So it's really historical.
Yeah, incredible. How was it for the interior architects in your work? Was this your first cigar lounge to ever design?
Yes, it is. But it's not the first place where we're trying to create surprise and attraction. And so here you will see that the stage, in a way, is revealed step by step. So we are here in the first room, which is pretty quiet and subtle, and also discreetly related to the rest of the casino and the Opéra Garnier. And step by step, we are attracting the guest to another realm, the realm of a cigar smoker and amateur that Christophe was telling about. And so this is a brand new adventure for us.
I mean, you walk in here and it's incredibly striking, right? And there is obviously so much more detail than what initially meets the eye. What was your inspiration, and what are some of those details that are awaiting discovery?
C'est une très longue histoire. C'est comme un film, en fait. On écrit un storyboard et on travaille, on imagine un lieu, le cigare, c'est un lieu mythique. On travaille en collaboration avec des gens mythiques, des gens qui nous aident. C'est une œuvre collégiale parce qu'elle est extrêmement technique en même temps. Pour être confortable, il faut que tous les problèmes techniques soient résolus. Et on entre dans une boîte de rêve où on n'a pas joué la prétention d'être, je ne sais pas, très ostentatoire. On n'est pas ostentatoire, on n'est pas prétentieux, on est juste confortable, on est humain et on travaille, nous, dans un lieu où on régénère des moulures, on régénère, on joue avec des contrastes de brillant, des contrastes de peinture verte, de peinture brune. Tout ça dans un esprit de Havane, de Monaco, un esprit de voyage. Et le voyage, le cigare, c'est le voyage. Donc en fait, c'est un temps de pause ici. On parlait des détails tout à l'heure de lockers, de petites boîtes qu'on va visiter après, qui amènent de la couleur, qui sont comme des écrins extrêmement luxueux. Mais on peut dire qu'on est dans le port de Monaco, on est ancré là, accroché au casino, et tout ce qui est locker est comme des petites boîtes, des petites balises lumineuses, comme un bateau en fait, en transit, où on mouille dans le port de Monaco. Et finalement, on retrouve l'attirance du soleil. Le soleil va rentrer. On pourra avoir le soleil du matin, le soleil de l'après-midi, le soleil du soir. On pourra passer des heures et des journées dans cet endroit. On ne verra pas le temps passer parce qu'il y a un réglage, une atmosphère, une qualité d'accueil et de confort qui est en dehors du temps. Et en fait, ici, c'est un moment hors du temps. Quand on est ici, on aperçoit le fumoir, qui est un salon formidable, avec un confort de sièges en cuir, des cendriers qui ont été dessinés spécialement pour les cigares, avec leurs proportions, avec leur poids, avec leur qualité.
You know, there's so many different components to this experience. I mean, it's truly multifaceted. What was, in your opinion, you know, as someone who is looked to for their knowledge and expertise in cigars, that you thought was the most important component for you?
The humidor, of course. This is the heart of the club. That's the beating heart. Here are all those precious, beautiful handmade cigars that we will all enjoy. I will invite you to come into the beating heart of the club.
I mean, Dominique, this is extraordinary.
Beautiful, eh?
I mean, I've seen
Perfume.
many beautiful humidors, but this is, in some ways, almost overwhelming. I mean, the tall ceilings, all of these cigars set out, the beautiful high gloss finish on the wood. I mean, this really communicates that you're someplace special.
Even the finishing to work with it, if you push it up, you see, to do the presentation of the cigars. It's so nice, so nice. Now it's like in a candy store. you see all those candies and all those cigars, and you say, what will I take first? And that's here in the humidor. Also the soft light, because cigars doesn't like light where it's too bright. But there is some mystery inside of the humidor, and that's very nice. So, and I invite you to come into this beautiful lounge.
Wow.
When you can admire the colors that you find back on the Malecon in Havana, the old green, the bronze, the wood, the orange.
Amazing. I mean, this is absolutely stunning. And, you know, again, going back to time suspending itself, I mean, the ability or the opportunity, or in this case, the privilege, you know, to smoke a great cigar with the finest accoutrement, but then also in an incredible environment with an ambiance and a history, I think is really the pinnacle of time well spent.
Yes, because we are also now here in a room with view, because we are above the most, of course, famous raceway corner of the world, maybe. And so the balcony gives access to this beautiful view on the sea and on the corner. Rooms are related together for something smooth and fluent, where people can somehow see each other while being protected. And so we're trying also to achieve this ideas of delicacy and movement, and also put it in relation with the time you were mentioning. You have time to decide and enjoy your moment and see everyone around, or decide not.
I mean, there's just such a overwhelming sense of history, of being a part of something. I mean, here the Casino de Monte-Carlo, over 150 years, in many ways exactly as it was whenever it was built. You know, Christophe, if someone that's very familiar with the history of Monte Carlo, what is it that you think might be a thread that connects this lounge and this ritual to that cultural heritage of this incredible place?
This place is very special also because it was a private place of François Blanc. And you can imagine that everything started here, talking about the casino. And you can imagine him being here, smoking a cigar in front of the fireplace. And it's making this special too.
Yeah.
Because it's really the roots of the casino.
Bruno, Claire, Dominique, Christophe, I must say bravo. I mean, this is really a triumph, a masterpiece. And as someone that's had the privilege of seeing a lot of very special places, I can't think of a more special, more magical, more mysterious place to enjoy a cigar.
Thank you, Kirby. It was a pleasure with Dominique and everybody to have this conversation.
Yeah, thank you. It's hard to leave a place like this. Every detail, every finish speaks to a level of artistry that's increasingly rare. But just as the ritual of the cigar is never rushed, neither is the journey that surrounds it. So tonight, we continue that journey by paying tribute to a legend. Nearly a century ago, Bentley's Wolf Bonato bet he could beat the blue train from Cannes to Calais, and he did. And in doing so, he created one of the greatest motoring tales ever told. And now we honor that spirit, not with speed, but with elegance, over dinner at one of the most iconic restaurants in all of France, La Train Bleu. Well, it's as beautiful as you've been telling me.
Le Train Bleu, here we are.
I mean, it's amazing as we continue to explore the Casino de Monte-Carlo, just how many hidden rooms there are that each in their own right are magical.
There are many, many magical rooms. There are rooms that probably you have not seen, even, because we had through the decades all kind of players with their own. Players do have their habits. They are very superstitious, and the Casino of Monte Carlo, which does cousument and really tailored to the needs of our high rollers, really goes to a great extent to make sure that every single one of the players, in whatever he needs, wants, and prefers, is being served accordingly.
We had this incredible journey in your La Train Bleu, the Bentley. Can you talk a little bit about maybe how that vehicle relates to this restaurant and what La Train Bleu was originally?
Train Bleu, le restaurant ici au sein du casino. What means that we brought from Belgium a beautiful car, a Bentley with Le Train Bleu, and it is from 1949. and it was built to do a contest between Cannes and Calais with the train, and the car wins. And even the inside of the car, if you see here in the restaurant, the leather is the same like in the car. So it's really going back to that time, that period, and the experience of it. And here we are, just like in the train.
I mean, it's a beautiful restaurant. And, you know, SBM, of course, the Casino de Monte-Carlo, you know, I think really does an exceptional job bridging the past with the present. You know, yesterday we were in La Salon Rose, which is a beautiful modern restaurant. And then here we are in La Train Bleu, which feels like I'm stepping back in time, you know, 50 or 100 years.
I do think this is what luxury is really all about, which is luxury is about being able to display many facets. And some of them go back 163 years, and that are part of the story, and that makes what SBM is a true company that has been around for a very long time, making people, you know, offering them luxury, dream, and beauty. But at the same time is the ability to develop and live with your time and add facets as new generation come in, have different needs, always respecting the past, but always also being able to look forward to what our clients today and our customers and our guests are looking for.
How do you balance, you know, honoring the past and the incredible grand tradition that the Casino de Monte-Carlo and really Monte Carlo itself stands for, with that need to evolve in order to stay relevant?
If you take the structure of the casino, you started with the Opera of Monte Carlo, which was built by Garnier, which we're very proud of, but you keep adding things. And I think the Cigar Club, which we'll be launching on Monday, is a perfect example on how we took a space that was dormant and essentially created the most beautiful cigar club in the world. And that, I think, is a very good example on how you keep adding to something that is structurally already magnificent.
I think our club reflects also history, because it's in the old bureaus of Monsieur Blanc, and that club is so nicely done. It's like here, the Train Bleu, it's high quality, the finishing, and when people comes in, you are like in a dream. It's so cozy and so well done, and it's luxury, and it gives calm to the people, because if you're dining or you want to smoke a cigar, you need that kind of calm and innerness calm as well to enjoy your beautiful cigar and a good wine or a good whiskey. So it comes all together here in this building.
Albert, were you born in Monaco?
I was born in Monaco, born and raised in Monaco, and happy to talk about this because Monaco is a city-state and has a lot of residents besides tourists that do have the opportunity to come and visit us. And I left when I was 18 to pursue a career in the US, and I came back about 2 years ago. So that gives me a good inside-out and outside-in perspective about the Principality of Monaco.
Yeah. What is it like to be a resident of Monaco? I mean, it is a very small country. I think it's, in fact, the second smallest next to only the Vatican. It's a very exclusive place. What is it like to grow up here, and what does it mean to live in Monaco?
If I had to describe it in a word, is extreme, 2 words, extreme luck.
Okay.
You don't choose where you are born, but I have to admit that when you are born in Monaco, this is an incredible opportunity that you have, and most of the people realize it and benefit from it, and that's absolutely fantastic. Monaco, you say the second smallest city-state. I always like to say that Monte Carlo, Monaco, is half the size of Central Park. So
Puts
it's
it in
half
perspective.
the size of Central Park, and what you have in it is just unbelievable. It's nothing I have ever seen in the world that can compare to everything that half the size of Central Park can offer to the residents, and we're about 40,000 to live day in, day out in the Principality of Monaco, but also to all the people that make us the honor to come and visit us and spend time with us.
Yeah. But Monaco, of course, isn't just inhabited by those who were born here. There are people that moved to Monaco and set up residence here.
You are absolutely correct. And so when I say 40,000 people living in Monaco, residents, only 9,000 are Monaco citizens.
Okay.
So this is also the only country where the citizens are in a minority compared to the residents. And so you have about 30,000 residents. You have more than 120 nationalities.
Okay.
If you do walk in the streets, you will hear every language. So it's really a melting pot of the word coming to the Principality. We are, as I said, when I said unbelievable luck, we do have 10% of the highest net worth individual in the world that reside in Monaco. So you just have opportunities in the Principality.
Yeah. What is it, though, that you think sets Monaco apart, than say, Nice, which is, less than 45 minutes, down the street, still on the Côte d'Azur, beautiful coast, but nothing like this incredible city?
Well, Monaco is a city-state. It's one of the oldest states in the world. The princely family have been reigning in Monaco for 700 plus years. Wow. So the first thing that you get is enormous stability. The second thing that you get, and we talked a lot about the casino, is we don't cut corners. We look very long term. We do things right. We do things right for very, very demanding residents, guests, and the high net worth individual that come to the Principality. The other thing is you have an airport close by. You have Italy and France. You have a place like Navarre. You can ski 2 hours from here. 2,000 meters high, which is about more than 6,000 feet. You do have incredible safety. And I think nowadays, even more important than some tax benefits, of course, that you can get in Monaco, is the fact that it's one of the safest places you can live in the world.
Absolutely. I mean, I certainly feel that walking around. And, Monaco, I mean, of course, it has the beauty of its institutions, the Hotel de Paris, the Monte Carlo Casino, the Hermitage, the various restaurants. But the city itself has an aesthetic to it, an aesthetic beauty that even just walking down the street or on a sidewalk is something that makes one feel at home and comfortable.
Well, thank you for saying that, and appreciate it very much as a Monaco citizen. This is always good to hear. But I think the setting in which Monaco is set, the harbor, it was founded by the Greek, continued by the Romans. It's just an incredible setting. And as we were saying, I mean, you are 20 minutes away from Italy. You are right next to France. You have the mountains, you have the sea. This is a place like Navarre with incredible hub, with an airport which is half an hour away. So it's a fantastic place where people feel extremely comfortable. I have traveled on every continent, and I have lived everywhere. And is the fact that the Principality of Monaco, with its size, is known everywhere, appreciated everywhere, because we have a princely family that is not only overseeing the perennity of the Principality, but also being very involved on sustainability and the saving the oceans and taking a big role at the UN, etc. So I would say that we are lucky and we're very proud. Yeah. The people that reside in Monaco are very proud of what the Principality does every day, and very proud about the opportunity that we have every day to do anything we wish, best schools, best safety. So I think that this is a place, I always ask, actually, that's a good question. When there is a new ambassador from a country, I always ask after 3 months, what is it that has impressed you the most since you arrived? And it's very, very satisfying. The thing they say always is people here are nice, meaning people here are nicer than anywhere else I was. And the reason is that I think we do have a country where people are proud to be in, people are cognizant of the luck they have.
You speak about the Principality, of course, you have the royal family. How involved are they in the fabric of this country socially? Are they, Prince Albert and his wife and children, I mean, do you see them out? And are they, just up in the palace, or are they actually here in the streets?
If I can give you a nugget, a few nuggets about the bond in between the Prince family and the Monaco citizens. When you are age 7 to 12, every kid in Monaco, which is about, across Monaco citizen, it's about 400 people, kids, you go every year right at Christmas in front of the palace, and then you enter the palace. You have a show with clowns and food, etc. And then you take a corridor. At the end of that corridor, you will find the entire princely family that will call you by your name, thank you, and give you what was, when I was growing up, my most beautiful present of Christmas. And that bond is then renewed with a picnic, for example, every year that the princely family has with all the Monaco citizens. But I would say that beyond this, and more seriously, the prince himself is extremely involved in all affairs in Monaco. We see him all the time. He will be Monday at the inauguration of the Monte Carlo Cigar Club. He follows all the events. He comes to retirements of important people of the SBM, for example. And then every member of the family plays a very important role. So if you look at the circus, which we have the most beautiful international circus event every year in January, this is Princess Stephanie. And if you look at the art, this is Princess Caroline. So all of the princely family is extremely involved in the life of the principality. We see them all the time, and there is a bond that starts as early as 7 years old, that you keep all your life with the princely family.
It's incredible to me just how many different facets there are. I mean, there's so much more here than what meets the eye. And I would imagine that, you know, as someone that's traveling back to Monaco, you know, over and over again, or even for a new resident, you know, peeling back those layers and discovering those hidden gems must be part of the thrill of living here.
You hit it right on the head, and I'm so excited that we're adding one facet, which is this Monte Carlo Cigar Club, which we will be opening on Monday with the presence of Prince Albert, as we talked before. And it was about time that we added, you know, the most beautiful cigar club for people that come to us and want to enjoy a cigar, to be able to have a place like this and a terrace like this, as you described. So we can't wait for Monday.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, to see, you know, the beauty and elegance of, you know, the cigar ritual return to one of the most exclusive and beautiful, you know, buildings and salons in all the world, I have to say is very exciting. And as I've shared, I think, you know, in many ways, this is the dawn of a new era for, you know, cigar lovers.
You have to come.
Well, I'll be there with certainty, and I look forward to lighting up that first cigar inside the club, because I know that it is even more beautiful than those could even imagine.
Thank you.
Well, with that, why don't we toast to Dominique and all her incredible work with the club, and of course, SBM, the work that you do, and the beautiful time that we've had here, enjoying life well lived.
Thank you.
Good life.
There's a certain magic to Monte Carlo at this hour, when the sun begins to set and the harbor lights begin to dance across the water. When Monaco's sovereign Prince Charles III granted Société de Bains de Mer the royal mandate to create a circle of the elite, this is what he must have envisioned. Not merely a playground, but a stage where history's most compelling acts would unfold. The Monte Carlo Cigar Club continues that legacy. Each leather chair prepared to welcome titans of industry and connoisseurs of life finer things, all drawn together by a sacred ritual of enjoying time well spent. What I've come to understand is that Monte Carlo doesn't simply preserve tradition, it elevates it. To step inside the Monte Carlo Cigar Club is more than a tour, it's a step inside perfection. And dinner at Le Train Bleu, with its quiet nod to the daring elegance of the Bentley Blue Train, was a reminder that true luxury isn't found in things. It's found in time well spent, in good company, and in the stories we carry forward. And tonight, I feel deeply connected to the past, to the present moment, and to the timeless rituals at the heart of it all. Next time, we step into the Monte Carlo Beach Club and the Marlowe Club, two of Monaco's most exciting destinations, and then, with the guidance of the Monte Carlo Cigar Club's dedicated team, I get a first-hand look at what sets their incredible humidor apart.